have one of those mornings when you wake up and you just want to go back to bed because there's so much to do and it's kind of a little overwhelming? Well, that was me this morning. We're going to be moving our stuff today into our storage unit, but the thing is we are going to be living in the church at Kinlochee, which is about 30 minutes away. So until our mobile home gets put on the property. So everything had to fit into our moving truck, and in order to do that, it was like a game of Tetris. Steve did a phenomenal job making sure that everything was in exactly how it needed to be, but that didn't mean that all the stuff that we need was at one end or one side or anything like that. It was like everything needs to fit in the space that it needs to fit in. So as we unload today, it's going to be a lot of sorting, and I am praying that God will give me the wisdom so that I know exactly what I need to take with us and what is going to stay in the storage unit. And I'll have to share with you the miraculous thing that God worked out with our storage unit, because I know many of you were praying for that, and we were praying for that and trusting that God was going to work it out, but we didn't really see how, and we didn't know how, but He worked it out in an amazing way. So anyway, I'll share that next time.
So many of you have been praying for a place for us to store our stuff. And when we told Pastor Dale about the problem of all the storage units being full in like a 30-mile vicinity, he was like, well, what about the trailer that's on the church property? So this is a trailer. It's a 36-foot trailer, and it's mostly empty. So we were able to back the moving truck right up to the trailer and load our stuff in, and it fit perfectly. So praise God for those answered prayers. So we get to Windy Rock, and we don't have to worry about unloading the moving truck all by ourselves. There's a group from Southwestern University who is on a mission trip painting the church, and they had a bunch of kids that came over, and they unloaded it in an hour and a half about. It was done. Praise the Lord for extra help.
Out to the trees where we have a camp. This is our first number 3 day on moving day. Our last day moving, and we're already at our destination. We have to go into the woods, and there's a lot of cactus. See, there's some. Make sure not to touch that stuff.
The stick is right up here.
This is our little campsite.
Let's make a little fire. Let's make a little fire right here.
Kill us.
Okay, let's make a little fire.
Take it as much little sticks as we can. Goodbye.
Edge of our property. There's Katie. There's Aiden. Micah is in the car because he fell into a cactus. And he's nursing his wounds.
He was literally bleeding.
This used to be an access road. Right there.
Bring my dirt bike.
There's still some gravel on it. They've been clearing trees.
Show me how
Brush.
to drive.
This is where So, what was the best part about the Kinlachie Church?
The dog.
The dogs. They have some really nice dogs, and actually these dogs are really funny because what were we doing? No, Mommy was cleaning out the car, and as I was cleaning out the car, I was setting stuff down, and the dogs would sneak up behind me and grab a shoe or grab a sweatshirt and run off with them. And so then we were chasing the dogs, and we would get whatever it was back and go back to cleaning out the car, and it would sneak up behind me again and do it again. It was really funny, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 1:30, extremely windy, 60 degrees, and we are done. Everything's unloaded. We're headed back to Gallup, which is about an hour away, to drop off the moving truck, and then we start driving to California. So off we go. Say bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Alright, so here we are in the rental car. We just dropped off the U-Haul, thankfully. And here we are all together in the same vehicle. There's our fearless driver, my lovely wife. There's my wounded son, whose ankle is hurting him. The cactus spines that still we need to take care of. And there's Aiden, who's happily drawing in the back seat. So how far do we have to drive?
Well, we were thinking about going to Flagstaff, but that's only like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it's 3:15. So we're like, why go to Flagstaff? Let's go to Kingman. So we're gonna go 4 hours and 45 minutes before getting a hotel tonight.
Alright, and that'll make our trip tomorrow shorter. So we're thankful to be all together in one vehicle and making our way to California.
California, here we come, right back where we started from. So what are you guys doing?
But I'm not there that game.
A game?
I'm
What kind of game?
What color?
brownish.
There was a brownish one right there. There you go, Aiden.
Alright, what game is this?
You gonna play now? This is Scavenger Hunt for Kids. You can see that there, Scavenger Hunt for Kids, where you look for random things on the road like a bird.
A bird.
Or a restaurant.
Oh.
Or a police car.
Let's hope we don't see one of those
Well, as long
in our
as-
rear view mirror.
That's right.
It has been a really long day. We are in Kingman, Arizona. We got the moving truck returned, and we ended up getting done around 3 o'clock. And so we got on the road to leave at 3 o'clock, and I looked at John and I said, well, Flagstaff is only like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and Kingman, Arizona is like 4 hours and 45 minutes, and it's only 3. How far do you think we can go? And he looked at me and he said, well, how far do you think you can go? Because I'm the only one that can drive the rental car. So I'm like, let's do Kingman. He's like, okay. So we drove and drove and drove, and it's about 9 o'clock at night, and got to Kingman. Aiden fell asleep right before we got here. Micah's about to go to sleep now. So it's been a big day, a long day, exciting day, and we're just praising God that we're here so far, and that we get to hopefully get a good night's sleep. So we'll see you all tomorrow.